sorry, I did an update on GitHub for that. But it's not just about void expense, although that release was for void expense. I just wanted to show you that what I had succeeded in doing was a better solution for normally capturing the websites, which isn't really working here. So there was something that I needed to do. Yeah, okay, there you go. So now it's done. So you have to redo like a capture so that my program presses F11. Okay, if the program is in F11 before the capture is done, you're gonna have the ability to use my projection software there. Okay, voxel projection software. Okay. Very cool. Okay, so you're able to see this image, or test different kind of voxel types here, just a face or big surface, okay, which still gives you the ability to see what's going on the screen, because it's the same kind of projection there we're using, projection towards the player screen. And also, while capturing this, this site, it's also you can interact with it. Although we do F9 perfect, so there's a little bit of a gap between the mouse, okay, that we see on the screen. But if we press F11, same kind of thing, a little bit, of a gap between the end of the stick and the mouse pointer on the screen. Okay, and if we switch back to a normal virtual desktop with no voxels, you're back to a normal thing. Okay, you're back to a normal thing that you're seeing through the virtual desktop. Otherwise, okay. Look at that. See the level. Level also is in the PNG, the GIF, and because of the tiny little heights, that I'm using as with the color values to change a voxel at distance, you're able to see still that the depth of the level a little bit, but I feel like I'm missing like one option where I don't use any colors. So yeah, we're gonna have to fix this. So I had an option where there's no colors, but you're only seeing the voxel gray color, and also I don't remember how to change the my voxel types anymore. Projection or not. So oops. So press escape, projection type. Okay. There you go. So I don't even remember which keys again I need to press on my program. You barely see what's going on. I have to update my page with something better, maybe. So projection type is 1 F8 10. Oh, oops. using Microsoft Edge. But if, so it's sad that we have to go like out the full screen to change the options of the program. It's really irritating. Yeah, so, oops. Can I just close that then and do F9 real quick now? We're gonna exit. Issues with my program. It was so hard to code the options. So freaking hard. I'm not even done. And what else? Oh, so you have like two different types that are actually working-ish. So we're gonna go to the shared surface capture, but I think this one doesn't work for capturing a website. Oops, and it doesn't work at all. Okay, I'm gonna have to revise things in the screen capture. Oops, so the program got trashed. Again, we got issues everywhere. So we're gonna go with the graphics capture, and we're gonna try right away to change to screen capture SharpDX. There you go. So we are in the screen capture of SharpDX, but in the screen capture of SharpDX, unfortunately, we're capturing the full desktop. Okay. So with the full desktop, we're not capturing a single window. We're just capturing everything on the screen, so you can't really look at the screen capture unless at the screen capture software. Unless it's on your left screen. Okay, because we're capturing the main screen. So I've put my software on the left screen, and then that way I'm able to see on my left screen the voxelized desktop, on the right. Okay. Every color that is real black is changed color green, so that's something that's unfortunately that was working on it for void expense. Why is my mouse? Oh, so because I have two desktops, though the screen, yeah, so we have a problem with the mouse. I just noticed when I put my desktop, my software on the left, we have a mouse issue where we should invert the x-axis. So if I could fix that, that would be great. Maybe I'm going to work on that later. And except for that, well, let me just quit F9. Oh, it goes on the main screen also on F9. Okay, open the option list. We go to graphics capture. Oops. Oh shit, I have to quit. So there's a point where if I'm full screen and select another program to capture, the capture list goes behind and I can't put it in front. It's so stupid. So we were not in F11, so the voxels are not going to work. But relaunching it by recapturing it. Oops. Yeah, so like this, and now you have the voxelized virtual desktop. Okay. So I explained that in the past already. I did that like way back. I did the stream and I explained all of this. So anyway, so just re-showing. It's still working, at least for a lot of softwares, for video games also, and you could. What happened with the page? Okay. can turn off only, unfortunately for the moment. We can turn off the the alpha blending, or more like the color swap. You know, we can turn that stuff off by, what is this? By commenting out those two lines here. Okay. So with this, you don't have the black color replaced by anything. Okay. I'm just going to recapture again. A little bit annoying here that we have to go in the back there to grab our thing. A little bit annoying. Okay. So, yeah. So there it is. And yeah, we got the ability to change projection times for sure. Oops. Press F9. We're gonna go in the front, and whatever mode now that I use for my voxels. There's plenty, you know, voxels like faces everywhere, right? Those are voxels. Okay. Oops. You can see the, oh, even the icons there. The icons of void expense. Okay. Cool. If we go back on the page there, and you can even look at this photo here. Okay. And see like the topography of the PNG. Pretty cool, right? Same thing for those virtual desktops here. You can see a little bit of the topography. Pretty cool. Okay, voxels. It's really cool. And here, you know, same thing here. Just go back to the mode where we can interact on the web page. We can see a little bit of the topography of the voxel, of the picture of the voxel virtual desktop. It's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay. Here, it'd be great if I can see the Visual Studio solution. Pretty cool. Okay, if we would have the ability to remove the color again, so I might reactivate my old you know, per face. Reactivate my old script there temporarily. Yeah, so that we could, you know, see that at some point when we turn a switch off, and we're supposed to, I don't even know why it's not working really. Pretty cool, right? Oh, pretty cool. You can see also the level, tiny little bit, you know. But, you know, black and white is, you know, because there's no heat maps values really in this here. Best way to really check and have a good time here is with actually going up top, pressing F11 and opening a new page and going and checking something like old black and white footage. Yeah, World War II. Yeah, like it's in color. Well, this one is in color. You want it in black and white. So I'm probably gonna have like issues anyway, maybe with yeah, so here, if we go here, video. Yeah, wow. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I wanted to show. Okay, so you can turn off these for void expense. You know, the setting in my engine by commenting out those two lines of code. For the moment, that's the only way. Okay, so I'm gonna work on that later to add some switches, for options, and otherwise, you know, know that I was building this for void expense. So we're just gonna open void expense another time, last time, and I don't know what to do though for the bullets or lasers or missiles in game. You know, I should remove this from the. Okay.
Flight control system online.
Okay, so we see that void expense has a white background. I placed it. And now if we open up my engine, and normally it runs better when we run it in compiled form. So we go in release here and do this. And where's the void expense? Like this here. Press F9. And we switch to this mode here so we can see, you know, the so we can see that we've got a green screen on our onboard computer. We can replace that with an image of an NPC later on, an interactive image or whatever. And we have the white background, which is now black, and this is the background of my engine. So to prove to you that this is the case, what I'm going to do is clear different color. So we're gonna say cornflower blue. Let's say. So now the background will be cornflower blue. Background of void expense. Okay, once we enter full screen and go out of the options and press 7. And now we go outside.
Drive activated.
Okay. Okay, so now we're just going to return in the options temporarily. Let me show you now. If we get out of the options, there you go. Okay. So we're in the game, but oops, there was no collider on the station. Didn't remember that. So yeah, so we're inside of void expense, but inside of my engine, so we can see through when we're not in the options. You know, you can see through. There's only voxels where there is actually something in the game that's not the universe, like the void of the universe. Okay. Except the limits, we have issues with limits here, so we're gonna have to cut that from being rendered as something. You know, we see a white line there at the top, so that white line, that's something that I believe I can correct, make corrections to. And same thing for this side. We see the white line on the side there, on the side of the screen. Okay, like right here. Okay, it's not like we can do a lot of fixes. Okay, and you know this is pure artisanal. What do I want to say? Like homemade stuff because you know there's plenty of visual defects we see here left and right, and we can see the contour of every object has a white line. Okay, so that's something also that we would have to see if we can fix.
Jump drive activated.
So the entry here, I'm gonna have to make some corrections to that. So here, so we've got a problem when going in and
Jump
out of the
drive
station.
activated.
That's something that we would correct later on, though. Because I'm going out that way when I'm supposed to go the other way here. It's a little bit annoying. So I'm just gonna enter from here.
Jump drive activated.
So we're always coming out inside of the same way and outside of the same way. A little bit annoying. That's something that you know I would have to fix for the transition. Also, note that the textures that I use for the that I developed, you know, for void expense from inside void expense is just like a gray color, and that's it. You know, there's no heat maps values that I'm trying to set to Blender, which I would love to do in the future. Okay, because right now, you know, it's not like super hot. It's cool, but whatever. Okay. So we have a problem with, I believe, the laser, as I was saying.
Jump drive activated.
Yeah, so we don't see the laser anymore. Because the laser is too close to the white color because of the opacity that is being applied to it internally from void expanse. And since it's too white, it's being recognized as color white when it's shown in, because it's the color white. Well, I apply the same layer of black to it, and if black is recognized, then the opacity turns down to 0. The alpha mode turns down to 0, and it's transparent. So that's what's happening to the laser. Basically, it's being recognized as white. If I test a little bit more, I might be able to do something about it. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's try. Yeah. So we see the laser when we're on top of the planet, though. You know. It's not really what we want. We want to see the laser all the time. You know. Irritating. And we see also, like I was saying, the contour, the parameter of every object is we see a white kind of thing there when we're over a zone that has a background transparent. Okay, when we're over an object that isn't replaced by transparent background, we don't have that issue. Okay. So there you go. So tiny things here and there. And they're kind of big things because we see them all the time anyway. We're going to see those contour all the time. Unless, okay, and that's a problem also. I was going to say unless I turn the color black of void expanse. If I turn the color black of void expanse, then we won't have an issue with the white being replaced by transparent things anymore. We wouldn't have that issue anymore. But this is not white enough to be replaced, but we would have that issue in the Arctic zone we had earlier. Okay, when the planet is going to be rotated or something here, where we might see that zone. No, it's the same zone. I don't know. This time around it seems that whatever. And it's right there. It's right here. So, oh, we see it here. Okay, we're starting to see it here. Okay, see? The color is starting to be so white that it's being replaced by the transparent background. Okay, so that is problematic, of course. The planet, though, texture, that's something that we can grayify, I guess. We can grayify that shit and make the white a little bit grayer there, so it doesn't fall into that white zone that where we don't want. Um, yeah, except for that. Now that I've removed, though, that I had removed the stars, in the system, because here we're in a system. What? It has a star? This is bullshit. Oops. I had removed the stars from the systems. Why are they back?
Radiation hazard. Structure at 75%.
Okay, so it seems that we have the stars back. I was sure that I had removed them. This makes no sense. Maybe it's another project. Anyway, so now you see the full Arctic zone that is being replaced by transparent background, so that's bad. Yeah. So yeah, plenty of issues left, but you see the point of what I was trying to do, right? So it's pretty cool, but it's like it's never gonna get anywhere, really, if somebody doesn't put a lot of love to this. Because
Where did you learn to fly?
yeah, because there's a problem with the collider here, the station. It's all offsetted, so it's something that I would something that I could fix later on. Anyway, this was just a prototype demo of what can be done here, to mod even further some games.
Jump drive activated.
Okay. Really just a prototype. And here, when we're on the planet, what I wanted to do for when we're on the planet is build a much bigger virtual desktop and keep in memory where the bytes are moving, so that the screen is actually bigger than what you're actually seeing at the present moment, because of the past memory of what this pixel height was before you moved to the left or right or bottom or front. So it's something I wanted to do. I already have a lot, like tons of voxels, but nothing was really optimized here in the way that I was doing it. Anyway, so there's plenty of things that can be done to make this even better, way more voxels, so that you can enlarge the screen. For instance, this jump gate here, you could see it at the bottom with voxel memory there. Well, voxel memory with memory of what was the byte before, and what it is now because it's moving down or something. I don't know. There's something to be done there. It kind of adds that layer of fog of war. Okay, fog of war, but you're able to see like further away, but you're unable to know what's underneath of there unless you go. Well, it's a little bit of the same point here, because we cannot enlarge the screen of void expanse. Just can't enlarge it, but we can use other methods to profit of the fact that it's actually an infinite kind of engine there. You can do whatever that you want with it, and that's what I was doing in here. This system here is a wrapping system, so if you go to the edges, left, right, or bottom, left, right, or bottom, or top, you're going to be transported on the other side. So here we just crossed over to the bottom. If we go that way, now we're spawning at the top, and it's the same thing for the left and right. Okay, we're going to the right there. spawning to where the hell are we? That didn't work. Oh, okay, yeah, we went through the top. Okay, so we're just gonna try and go that way now. Let's see how far we go. Oops. There you go. Now we were teleported. Okay. So I bet we can't. It's really weird though. Something doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay, so there are so the places where the station got spawned is a place that is inaccessible. Yeah, this place is inaccessible right now. The system is wrapping, and if we're trying to reach it, we never will. We're just gonna be like teleported to the right. So that's of course another thing that I didn't fix. And yeah, but at least we can. I don't even know why there's more than one jump gate. It doesn't make any sense. These are things that I had turned off. There was only supposed to be one jump gate to solar system or to Earth. Really
Jump
weird.
drive activated.
There you go. Okay. So there you go. Okay, and now we have the laser thing. Big problem. You know, this laser thing breaks the whole point of continuing development here. Okay, basically. Because we don't really want to, ask things all the time to the developer and change their engine all the time. Although, I don't do that all the time, but that's the point here. Is that instead of asking once, we can try to fix it on our own. And for that, I need to do some color tests, to see what color would be the best there. Okay, what color would be the best for doing those things? Modding would expense. So that was it for the stream. So thanks for watching, and I'll